Alright, y'all. Andrew Tate lost this fight because of 3 reasons. Alright? First off, if you ask Sean Strickland, the ISKA fighting organization is a joke, and it means nothing that he was champion within that organization. If you look at this video right here, this is a video that went viral a while ago, and it's fucking brutal and actually kind of scary to see 2 dudes bare knuckle fighting in that type of a fucking demeanor, in that type of a fashion. Okay? And so, and this organization you never fucking heard of. And these 2 dudes would fuck up 90% of the planet, of men on the fucking planet, these 2 dudes. So, while an organization, Bellator versus UFC, is important, it's not everything. But it is, you know, it is meaningful. So the fact that Andrew Tate had 70 plus wins, maybe some of them were outside of this organization as well, but the fact that he has all of these wins in the ISKA organization, it's not meaningless. Okay, it's noteworthy, but it has to be taken into consideration. In the fighting world, okay, right here you could see, I don't know if this is the correct clip.
I had a big cut in my fight with Lobov. I wound up in a clinch.
It's not. Paulie Malignaggi said, and he was quoting a trainer, that it takes 3 years to build a fighter, and it takes 10 seconds to destroy a fighter. Somebody who shifted my perspective on Jake Paul in terms of boxing was on the Underdogs podcast with Mike Perry. And I don't know if it was John Jones's manager. Not that dude. I forget who it was. But basically he said, you know, Jake Paul's first 5 fights or so, yeah, man, it was against Ben Askren, or, you know, Tyron Woodley, or an old Anderson Silva. But even though, you know, if you asked me about the Anderson Silva fight, I said I would kill Jake Paul. I wouldn't, if Jake Paul tried to fight my 50-year-old dad, I wouldn't beat Jake Paul up. I'd kill Jake Paul. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble for saying that on YouTube, but it's the truth. However, I still think fighting maybe like a 50-year-old Anderson, or a 44-year-old Anderson Silva, might be more difficult than fighting a 25-year-old fucking bum. You know, in reality, he should be fighting somebody on his level of competition. And you guys don't really understand, but everything is matchmaking. That's why Dana White has the War Room, and that's like the biggest fucking matchmaking's everything in fighting. And so when you first start out in fighting, you fight tomato cans to build your record. Paulie Malignaggi said it takes 3 years to build a fighter. While you're building a fighter, having him fight bums, you know, I'm 25 years old, I have the whole world ahead of me, I'm skillful, I have talent, okay, and for my first professional fight, I'm gonna fight a 34-year-old, you know, 17 losses and 2 wins professional fighter that is getting paid to get his fucking ass whooped. That's what a lot of fighters do. And guess what, dude? It's not hard to become a professional fighter. Okay, you just go through a little bit of paperwork. Anybody can become a professional fighter. And the majority of these guys are there to get their ass whooped. They're tomato cans. If you've never been in the boxing world, you might not have heard that term, tomato can, but that's essentially what Rocky Balboa was before he fucking, got his act together. And that's what Mickey would tell Rocky. He's like, dude, you're a fucking bum. You're a bum. That's, you call them tomato cans and bums. And so for Jake Paul to fight some high-level dudes for his first fucking 5 fights, even though they weren't good matchups for his opponent, I think there's some validity to that, as opposed to just fighting fucking... Jake Paul did. Remember when Jake Paul fought that one fucking, fat, professional fucking... he was like an amateur. I don't know if he was Golden Gloves or whatever, but the dude fucking sucked. Okay, so Andrew Tate has 76 wins. That's not anything. Even if you beat the crap out of 76 tomato cans, that's still something, dude. And a couple of those tomato cans still fucking swung with 150% to knock his fucking head off of his shoulders, but they suck, so they weren't successful. But it's important to note that yes, Andrew Tate is a professional championship fighter, but who are those fights against, dude? Could you beat the shit out of? Would you rather fight 1,000 miniature elephants, or one, whatever the hell that is? I could probably take on about 15 dwarfs. Okay, so like, let's say we were in a professional setting and I had to fight 15 dwarfs at the same time. I'm 15-0 now. All right, I'm getting carried away. So Andrew Tate lost this fight for 3 reasons. 1, age, and maybe not just his age, but the age of his opponent. This Chase Demoor dude is an athletic fucking freak, right? He's 24 years old or whatever. He's a young dude, and the motherfucker is in shape. Freak. Greek, built like a Greek god. He's got an Anthony Joshua build. All right. Time away from the ring matters, super important. And honestly, and if we're gonna be real too about the walkout was kind of trash. Okay, it was a little bit zesty too. I don't know why, Andrew Tate cannot escape the zesty allegations. Okay, and the dude who dances like Tate, the zesty dancing Tate, it couldn't be more accurate. So yeah, like he's like trying to throw some hooks as he's walking out, but it just looks zesty. So what people don't take into consideration too is there's an adrenaline dump. Dude, you're in front of a bunch of people, there's bright lights, it's not it's a weird atmosphere. But as a fighter, man, we fight anywhere, anytime. Doesn't matter if there's bright lights or it's in a fucking back alley. It's time to fucking fight. And him being a consummate professional, I think he should have been able to deal with that, but it's been such a long time that the dude was nervous, man. And even though as confident as he was with this matchmaking and really thought, dude, he's still... Andrew Tate's I'm delusional, dude. I think I could fuck up Francis Ngannou. I'm Jake Paul. Me and Jake Paul literally thinks he could beat Francis Ngannou. I don't think he thought that he could beat Anthony Joshua, but I do think there's a degree of Jake Paul where he's like, dude, I could probably fuck in a boxing match. I could probably fuck Francis Ngannou up. And a certain degree of me thinks that way too. Even though, as I'm saying that in this moment, when I think about the last time I sparred a heavyweight, yeah, it didn't go good for me. And so Andrew Tate's one of those guys. He's super rational and logical. So he knew he was about to fight some fucking young, athletic fucking freak with power that has no boxing skill whatsoever, but he's a young, athletic freak with power. So maybe there's a little bit of an adrenaline dump in that regard as well. So let's watch a couple clips. Andrew Tate won the first round. Okay? Oof. Leaking. The man is leaking. The getting on your knees thing and shit like that, hugging your opponent, bro, that shit is lame as fuck, dude. Him and Jake Paul doing that's lame as fuck, bro. Honestly, I'd rather fucking go to my knees, not touching my opponent, and have him hit me with a clean fuck, be completely defenseless, and give him the ability to hit me with a clean fucking devastating, life-threatening shot while I'm on my knees, detached from my opponent, not like going down trying to clinch him to protect myself type no, dude, bro, that's not a good look, dude. Not a good look. Now also, they're exhausted, bro. They're fucking exhausted. So that's another thing, his conditioning. But again, it could have been because of an adrenaline dump. I think it's more because of the adrenaline dump than his unpreparedness for cardiovascular implementation. But yeah, here you could see, dude, this is just a young man, bro. This is just a young man full of fucking fire.
Andrew Tate wird hier
Andrew Tate, in my opinion, he look at even this right here, bro. You're too scared, Tate. You're way too scared, brother. Wow. This is the first time I'm seeing this, man. You can't be fighting like that, brother. Can't be fighting like that. Bro, you go to throw some fucking punches. You don't do it like that, bro. You do it like Justin Gaethje. You bite down on your fucking mouthpiece. You understand that, yeah, man, maybe I get fucking clipped right here, but I'm about to give him fucking 3. Maybe I take 1 to give him 3, but that's... Gotta give him 3, bro. You don't fucking wince when... Dude, it's a fight, bro. It's a fight. Just like Anthony Joshua said, in my game, we don't, one team scores a basket, the other team scores it. In my game, one person gets punched, the other person gets punched. Can't go into a fight like this, dog. But anyways, the first round, man, he landed so many body shots. He had to have won that first round. Dude, in my opinion, bro, even like right here, you could see the fear in his eyes, bro. Look at that right there, man. It's a quick second, dude. Watch this, guys. Let me show you something right here. Right here. The second, right here is where it starts. The very, very, very beginning. And for a slight second, right after this, I'm going to play the clip. Pay attention. That's fear in his eyes, dude. It's fucking, and I don't know why. I'm not afraid of this fucking dude. I don't know why, man. That's fear in his fucking eyes, man. And you know what, man? Did you guys not see how fucking Floyd Mayweather fought Logan Paul? That's some gangster shit, bro. Shout out Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather's a gangster. Man, I don't give a fuck I don't give a fuck how big you are or what you're gonna throw at me. Okay, I got my protection right here. I'm gonna march you down. I'm gonna fuck you up. All right, I'm gonna make you gas out. I'm gonna have you throw everything. Guys, the last time I didn't fight a heavyweight, I fought probably like maybe not a cruiserweight either, but definitely a middleweight. Championship kickboxer. It's on my Instagram page. He was fucking like 6'2" or some shit. I'm like 5'8", all right? Probably 165 pounds maybe or something like that. A little bit of a lighter dude. But his arms were so long I couldn't penetrate his defense. Just having his fucking gloves protecting his face and his elbows going down to his midsection, I couldn't get any shots in. All right? So in boxing, you have the ability to do with them gloves. Gervonta Tank Davis does it as well, man. I think he did it against Garcia. Dude, you know who he definitely did it against? Was Roach, Lamont Roach. I think, was there one more dude who he fought? I think it was Lamont Roach, but he just walked him down, bro. Dude, you're virtually, you're so protected. You're so protected when you got your fucking gloves up like this, man. And your midsection's fairly protected too. So anyways, look at the fear in his eyes. Look at that. That's fucking, I don't care what nobody says, bro. That's fear in his fucking eyes. Right here, that's fucking fear, man. And as he's punching, bro, he's closing his eyes. Top G, what are you doing, bro? Dude, we've seen so many sparring sessions of him fucking thugging it out, dude. Don't you guys remember like the incredible sparring session footage that he had against the like some high level dude in some fucking gym? And he kept, you know, the dude kept whiffing shots because he would pull back very last second, which is super dangerous, dude. And if you fight, we're gonna do a video on Tony Ferguson and Jake Paul too. I know this video kind of sucks because it's mostly just me talking and not the fucking actual fight at all. But everything I'm saying is so fucking valid. Bro, you can't be closing your eyes like that fighting. Look at this dude sucks so bad. This dude sucks so bad. And you know what that unfortunately fucking means? That Andrew Tate fucking sucks even more, bro. It fucking breaks my heart, dude. Love Top G, man. Love Top G. Tough dude. Gangster motherfucker, bro. To fight somebody, you're a gangster, man. You know, you're a gangster. To have the courage to fucking fight. But when we talk about skill, it's a different game. You know who's a skillful, savage, gangster motherfucker? Is the dude who was on Jake Paul's undercard. The prelims. I think he was like an Olympic lighter weight dude. Black dude. Savage. You see that fight? Savage. The most skillful. Footwork of a tap dancer. No, whatever, you know, I'm trying to think of like some fucking funny ass fucking dancing style shit. That dude that's skill. Unfortunately, dude, Andrew Tate fucking sucks. He had the right idea. The right idea this first round, bro. He's throwing so many body shots. That's great for the scorecards. And it's good to wear your opponent out. Dude, this dude Chase Demoor fucking sucks, bro. Okay. We covered a couple reasons. Another reason why Andrew Tate lost is because of the awkwardness of a fighter. That's what everybody loves to say about me. Man, he's awkward. He's awkward. He's strange. He's irregular. He's weird. He fights weird. In my opinion, that's their excuse because I'll be putting it on them, right? And they're like, "Oh, I couldn't adjust." Now it is true what they're saying. It's true, but also it's a little bit of cope. Okay, just be like, "Yo, that dude's nice. His style is awkward. His style is weird. Dude is nice." Okay, because something happened to me where I started using the other side of my brain. You know, I fucked my wrist up. I had to wipe my ass with my left hand. You know, I started brushing my teeth with my left hand. I took a little bit of fungi, right? I think all of these things, they just altered my fucking synapses. And before you knew it, dude, I was just, I'm a switch stance fighter. And a lot of times, if I throw a jab and then a right hand, and miss or connect, and my opponent walks backward, as I throw that right hand, I'll take another, instead of resetting back into my stance and then maybe coming forward with my front foot, I'll just switch stances and then I'll take another step forward, and I'm covering so much ground. It's the same thing that Tony Ferguson did against his opponent. His opponent's on his back foot trying to retreat, but Tony's stepping and throwing, switching stances and throwing, moving forward. And for a regular boxer that's in the fucking box of boxing, it's extremely hard to adapt to that style. Okay? And when Chase Demoor hit, not even a real uppercut like that, it was like this. When Chase Demoor hit Andrew Tate with an uppercut from Hades himself, from the fucking blue-haired dude from the Disney Channel. Is it Hades? Is that his name? In Hercules. It's so unorthodox. It's so irregular. It's so... You know, that's not how you throw a punch. But that's how punches fucking land. I remember one time, shout out to Bo Hill. Bo Hill was one of my boxing coaches, was one of my trainers for a short period of time. And I remember I threw a punch. It's kind of like an overhand. MMA fighters throw it often. Boss Rutan, Chuck Liddell, shit like that. It's kind of like a windmill. It's a windmill punch, and it's ugly. And it's like, dude, what the fuck is that? But the reason why I throw it is because my opponent is not expecting that, and it could catch him off guard. It just so happened when I threw it, I completely whiffed. And I'll show you guys that video. I got it on video. And my coach he starts looking around, laughing at me. He's like, what the fuck is that? But what he doesn't realize is, if that shot landed, it's a devastating shot. Just like that uppercut from Chase Demoor. Tate was already tired. I wish I could have it. Dude, this video is just me talking. It's not the fucking fight at all. Okay, so I guess we'll have to do another fight of actually breaking the fight down. But when you see that uppercut, Tate's tired. It's coming from pretty much outside of even his peripheral. Okay, when my peripheral is going, it goes down a little bit, man. But when a punch comes from there, dude, it's like outside of your fucking fighting viewfinder. All right, and even hugging this early, dude, clinching in boxing, so fucking lame, dude. So lame, bro. Now, if you're Jake Paul, dude, you have to implement, if you're fighting that fucking giant behemoth, you have to implement a little bit of clinching. You have to implement being on your back foot. Jake had a couple decent moments, actually, but clinching is fucking lame, dude. And if you're Anthony Joshua, dude, you just hold that center of the ring. You don't fucking chase your opponent around the ring. You hold the center of the ring, Yoel Romero style, versus Israel Adesanya, and you wait for your opponent to come towards you. Okay? And if he doesn't want to, then so what, dude? You put your hands in the air, you say, this is my shit right here, and I'm holding down the center, bitch. What's up? And you plant your feet when he comes close to you, and you throw fucking shots, dude. You don't clinch up, dude. You use your jab to keep a distance. Okay, maybe if you have to post, I'm not a big fan of posting, but you post up a little bit just to get them shots clear so your opponent can't clinch. All right, you don't fucking clinch because you're tired and scared, bro. So poor Andrew Tate, man. Andrew Tate is not a skillful fighter. Now, with that being said, Andrew Tate would whoop 99% of your asses, dude. 100% of all of you, he'd whoop your ass. But just because you're a fighter doesn't mean you're a skillful boxer, or doesn't mean you're a skillful fighter. Look, he's getting pieced up, dude. And Andrew Tate doesn't have great defense, and that's why I was telling you, when he was doing them pullbacks, it's good, man. It shows fast twitch, solid reaction, and stuff like that, but it's such a dangerous defense. And Demetrius Johnson put it the best way too, man. The best footwork is your feet, or the best head movement is your footwork. It's your feet. Get the fuck out of there, dude. This defense is dog shit. What are you doing? People could, dude, I got all my shit on video, and God willing, my shoulder's a little bit fucked up, but God willing, I'm gonna get my fights, and y'all are gonna see in slow motion, high definition, when you hear thud, and my fucking body goes like that, and everybody's like, oh shit, but then you slow it down, you zoom in, and you realize it clipped my shoulder, and it barely skimmed my fucking dome piece. Okay, because I have such solid defense. It's the Canelo when you move with a punch. All right, but I'm not talking about just getting fucking straight up. All right, so this video is gonna end here, man. What are you doing, bro? Let me watch this one more time. What is this? What the fuck are you doing, my brother? Gotta rewind a little bit more. Bruv. Of course you're gonna get clipped. Not like that.
Not like that.
Martin Cabral. Not like that. Ooh. Well, yeah, I guess, man. It is a tough situation. But even if you look at his fucking, how his legs are lined up, and right there, dude, fucking duck, bro. He's just there to get hit. Just there to get hit, man. Dude, not a good look, Top G. Not a good look, brother. Just because Chase Demoor is so dog shit, bro. So dog shit, man. Bro, you could have danced around this. Bop, 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 bop. Danced around the ring a little bit. Fucking move. You know what I mean? Bop, 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 bop. Fucking dance a little bit more. Move in, out, in, out. Defense, parry, parry, parry. Dude, it could have been, bro, you could have did so much with this fucking fight. Even get in the pocket, fucking bah, 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 bah. Fucking slug it out a little bit, get out of the pocket, maybe, you know, dude, you could have done so much, bro. Sting, move, dance a little bit. Bruv, what are you doing, bruv? And stuff like that, even like that little hop step hook, it's a little bit unorthodox, but it's like, you know, powerful shit. And you know, you can see, man, it's just he is trying to get these clear shots off, but it's not because Chase has good defense, it's because he's fucking just like flailing his arms around. It's hard to get some of these clean shots in, you know. But that's why, you know, again, I'm not a big fan of posting, but maybe you post up a little bit, you know, and because boxing it's such a game of distance, such a game of millimeters. So all, you know, and Terrence Crawford, definitely Floyd, and honestly, dude, I think even Demetrius Johnson covered an Andrew Tate clip where it was such a short shot, but it's so effective because it was the perfect distance from his opponents where that shot could have effect. But it's such a game of distance, so it's like. But yeah, man, Andrew Tate had a giant adrenaline dump. He fought a bigger opponent, which wears you down. It does wear you down a lot. And just not skillful, dude. Andrew Tate's not a skillful fighter. And I hate to say it, man. I love Top G, bro. I love Andrew Tate, man. And in reality, guys, the most important thing about all of this is he went out there and he fought. And anybody trying to say anything, you know, against that, you're fucking delusional, man. He went out there on his shield, went out on his shield, and that's all you can really ask for. Is for a man to go out there and fucking put it out there, man. Put it all out there. So the cardio's huge, dude. But again, it's the adrenaline dump. But you can't fight if you're tired, man. I mean, you can't box. You can't really box. That's when training. You know, dude, you're trying to train exhausted so you could instill these fundamental boxing techniques. Okay, so then when you're exhausted, it doesn't become a fight, it's still a boxing match, because even though you're exhausted, you've ingrained this uppercut so many times, you've ingrained this check hook so many times, you've ingrained the jab so many times that you're still boxing despite having zero wind in you. Ah, dude, this sucks to see, man. Just getting manhandled. Getting manhandled, bro. But he's just going about it the wrong way, dude. He's just walking in fucking naked. Walking in naked, dog. Fucking, dude, stand a little bit of a distance, bro. Use your jab, bro. And it's not to say that this dude Chase Demoor is tired too. All that lactic acid builds up quick in that big-ass body. But he has fire in him. Look at Chase Demoor does have fire in him, bro. I'll fight Chase Demoor. I'll fight him. Dude, I'll fight anybody, bro. You know, maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit. I think, honestly, I would fight Chase Demoor, bro. This dude sucks, bro. This dude fucking sucks, man. And I'm Mexican-Irish, dog. You know, can he knock me out? Of course, man. Is it likely? Nah. So I think I think I could fucking... you know what I know? Is I could do better than Top G. Okay, against a fucking 250-pound man. I'll bet you. Want to bet? Let's find out, bro. Guys, give me the fight. Let's do it. Make this clip viral. I'll fight Chase Demoor. I'm 145 pounds, dog. Soaking wet. 150 pounds. Probably like 155 right now. I'll fight Chase Demoor. Box. I'll box Chase Demoor. He ain't gonna do this to me. You ain't leaning on me like that, bro. Okay? I'm gonna get the fuck out of there. I'm gonna get on my bike, because you ain't leaning on me. Once I get on my bike, I'm gonna come right back towards you. Just far enough distance. Bop, bop, bop. Hit you with a combo. You're gonna fucking lunge towards me, try to clinch. I'm gonna get on my fucking bike again. You ain't doing me like this, dude. But, you know, we're at the point where this is just two tired men. Two tired men just fucking slugging it out. Chase Demoor is in better shape. You know, age has a part to play in that, but he's in better shape. And honestly, I think he wants it way more. I think he wants it way more. Just look at him. He's got something to prove. This young man's out here with something to fucking prove. Look at him. But anyways, guys, that's it. Good for both of these guys. Andrew Tate did make him bleed. That's cool. I didn't realize that. This is a game of skill. You know who's actually that I also want to fight, but he's actually pretty decent, is Dean the Great. That's a skillful fighter. And I hate to admit it, just because I'm fucking, you know, I'm a fucking young man, dude. Got an ego and all that shit. And I've been doing it longer than him. So it's hard for me to admit certain things like that. But, yeah, Dean the Great is a skillful fucking fighter. This is not a bout of skill. People booing and shit. Poor Andrew Tate's fucking... He is cooked right now. Poor guy. Tired, man. There's nothing worse than being tired in a fight, man. Being exhausted, not being able to defend yourself, feeling like you can't defend yourself. But you gotta realize too, man, is your opponent's tired too, man. Especially if you put that work in, bro, you shouldn't fear anything. If you put work in, man, you shouldn't be scared of nothing, man. But I'll tell you what, dude, with your opponent, oof. And so this is where we're gonna end the videos, with that uppercut. Yeah, I mean, not bad, not as bad form as I thought, but the distance, Andrew Tate wasn't expecting him to throw at that time from that distance. Look at him. Aw, dude. Closing his eyes, bro, just fucking bracing that punch. Come on, brother. Good shot. Clean shot. That's a fucking flash knocked the fuck out right now. Super flash knockout. Fuck. Gonna watch that one more time. Look at, bro. Dude, right here, guys. Right here. Bink. You can throw a punch at 15%. You can throw a... You can throw a zesty Tate punch. A zesty Tate walkout punch. Dude, look at his fucking... You could knock him the fuck out right here. Dude. All it takes is bink. Look at his fucking... Wide open, brother. Oh. But it was a good shot because of the distance. And because of the form, because of where the viewfinder of the fighter's eyes are. You know, it's coming from somewhere you can't see. And anyways, all in all, guys, Coastal MMA, go to my channel. I got a ton of shit on there, mostly just me talking shit, but I do have a sparring session against a young, hungry, you know, a young, hungry man, we'll say. I got a couple sparring sessions on. I got a sparring session from like 10 years ago too. If you go all the way down on my page, there's a sparring session from like 10 years ago. And guys, I'm trying to get a fight. My shoulder's fucked up. I don't know what direction we're going to take it in. You know, for a while I was thinking the BKFC was going to be a thing. But, guys, I need a fight. You know, so I'm going to get my amateur bouts in. And shout out Chase Demoor. Congratulations on the win. Shout out Top G for going out there and doing the damn thing. And he's right about everything he's saying. He didn't have to. And most of you wouldn't. And also he'd fuck 100% of you guys up. So, but just not a skillful fucking fighter, man. Sucks. Tough dude though. Alright guys, we're gonna make a Jake Paul and a Tony Ferguson video. Check that out. Let me know what you think. Talk shit. Can't wait to hear all the fucking stupid shit y'all got to say. And I'll see y'all soon. Peace.